12:03 a.m., August 2nd, 2025. The desert near the US-Mexico border lies in silence. It is one of those heavy nights where the air feels thick, where the horizon shimmers faintly even after sunset, and where every sound carries for miles. The stars hang bright and cold in the sky, stretching over endless sand, cliffs, and blackened scrub. It looks empty, but it isn't. From the south, a faint vibration rolls through the ground. The first distant growl of engines. Soon the desert is alive with the noise of steel tearing through sand. A wave of dust rises on the horizon, illuminated by the white beams of headlights cutting through the darkness. The silence is broken. The convoy has arrived. 17 vehicles, 14 armored pickups, most of them reinforced with crude steel plates welded to the doors. Their beds bristle with mounted .50 caliber machine guns. 3 larger trucks bring up the rear, heavy-duty cargo carriers stuffed with crates of drugs, weapons, and cash. More than 60 cartel gunmen ride inside, shouting, smoking, and gripping their rifles. AKs, belt-fed PKMs, grenade launchers. Some wear body armor stolen from Mexican police. Others are bare-chested, tattoos glowing in the light, their weapons loose across their laps. This is the Sinaloa Cartel, moving with boldness few gangs could dream of. This isn't just a shipment, it is a declaration. A convoy this size is a show of force, designed to terrify rivals, overwhelm police, and carve new routes across the desert into the United States. Inside those trucks sits over $50 million in drugs and cash. Methamphetamine, fentanyl, cocaine, packed, sealed, and ready to flood American streets. The men laugh and talk on radios, certain the path is clear. Local lookouts have been bribed, patrols paid off, and scouts ahead have reported no sign of danger. To them, this is an easy run, another night of business. But the cartel is not alone. At 20,000 feet above, circling invisibly in the cold sky, an MQ-9 Reaper drone has tracked them from the moment they left Sonora. Its cameras zoom in on every truck, every license plate, every mounted gun. Every flash of red brake lights is relayed instantly to screens in Arizona. And even higher, the faint hum of jet engines whispers across the desert sky. The Sinaloa gunmen never hear it, but above the clouds, 3 US Navy aircraft patrol the darkness. 2 FA-18 Super Hornets, sleek and deadly. 1 F-35 Lightning II, invisible on radar, its sensors painting the convoy in perfect detail. Their weapons are armed, their radars locked. Hundreds of miles away, inside the command center at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base near Tucson, a dozen officers watch silently. The room glows with light from towering screens. One shows a 3D map of the desert. Another displays infrared images of the convoy. Others cycle between live drone feeds, intercepted cartel radio chatter, and projected escape routes. At the center of it all, the commanding officer leans forward, headset tight against his ears. Around him sit Navy air controllers, Air Force liaisons, DEA analysts, and members of SEAL Team 6. Each of them waits, tense and silent, as red dots crawl deeper into the kill zone. The order has already been signed hours earlier in Washington. Nothing is to cross the border. Capture if possible. Destroy if not. 12:08 a.m. The convoy slows as it enters a canyon. A narrow passage carved by time, with cliffs rising more than 100 feet on either side. One way in, one way out. A natural choke point. The cartel believes it's just another shortcut, chosen to avoid checkpoints. But this canyon has already been scouted, mapped, and marked by SEAL recon teams weeks before. Every escape has been sealed. Every rock face has eyes watching from the dark. The cartel doesn't know it yet, but they are driving into a trap that has been waiting for them all night. Inside one of the pickups near the front, a gunman shifts his grip on the mounted machine gun. His eyes scan the cliffs suspiciously. The night feels different here. The road too quiet, the canyon walls too close. But he dismisses the thought. He spits out the window, laughs, and bangs the roof of the truck. Another night, another easy payday. Above them, the Navy pilots receive the final order through encrypted channels. Target confirmed, engage, and the desert sky erupts. The first missile falls like a thunderbolt from the heavens. It slams into the lead pickup with a white-hot flash, tearing the truck apart in a storm of fire and steel. The explosion echoes through the canyon, bouncing off the cliffs like rolling thunder. Men are thrown into the dirt, screaming. The convoy halts in panic. Before the smoke clears, a second strike follows. A bomb from the F-35 slams into the first cargo truck, turning it into a blazing inferno. Flames shoot skyward, lighting up the canyon walls in violent orange. Ammunition inside the truck ignites, exploding in a chain reaction. Bullets spray wildly into the night, sparking across rocks, cutting down cartel gunmen who scramble for cover. Chaos erupts. The convoy is trapped. The vehicles at the rear try to reverse, but their radios are dead. The Reaper above has jammed every signal. GPS is scrambled. Phones show nothing but static. The cartel is blind. Then the jets dive. The FA-18s roar down from the sky, their engines screaming through the canyon. Their Vulcan cannons open fire, unleashing streams of 20mm rounds. The sound is deafening. A metallic roar that shakes the ground. Tracer fire slashes through the dark, tearing through armor, splitting steel, shattering glass. Trucks explode in bursts of fire. Men are cut down where they stand. The cartel fires back desperately. Muzzle flashes light up the canyon as rifles and machine guns spit back into the night. RPGs streak upward, slamming into the cliffs with useless bursts. They fire at shadows. The jets are too fast, too high, too precise. Their bullets cut through steel like paper. One truck bursts into flames, its fuel tank igniting in a rolling fireball that engulfs two more behind it. Another pickup swerves violently, crashing into the canyon wall, its passengers hurled through the windshield. Screams echo through the smoke. Within minutes, the convoy is in ruins. Half the vehicles burn, the rest are pinned down, unable to advance or retreat. Gunmen scatter into the rocks, diving behind wreckage, crawling through dirt. But the Reaper sees everything. Infrared cameras lock onto every heat signature. The jets follow one by one, unleashing guided bombs with merciless precision. Small groups of men vanish in blasts that tear the ground apart. Inside the command center, officers watch the live feed in grim silence. Each explosion lights the screens in bursts of white. Each red dot disappears from the map. No one cheers. No one speaks. This is war, not celebration, and it is being won in real time. The last cargo truck makes a desperate run. Its driver slams the accelerator, swerving through burning wreckage, trying to force a way out. A gunman leans from the roof with an RPG, firing wildly into the sky. But the F-35 locks onto it with a laser-guided bomb. A heartbeat later, the truck vanishes in a firestorm. The blast shakes the canyon. Shards of steel rain down like knives. Nothing remains but smoldering wreckage. By 12:16 a.m., it is over. 13 minutes after the first strike, the entire Sinaloa convoy has been annihilated. 17 vehicles destroyed, over 60 cartel gunmen dead. The canyon floor is littered with twisted metal, burning tires and bodies. The night air is thick with smoke and the acrid stench of fuel. Minutes later, the thumping rotors of Black Hawk helicopters echo across the desert. They drop into the canyon, kicking up storms of dust. Floodlights blaze down as SEALs load prisoners and captured cargo aboard. DEA agents begin to catalogue the wreckage, marking crates of drugs and cash. Portable lights reveal the full scale of destruction. Shattered trucks, charred weapons, burned out crates split open, spilling drugs and cash across the dirt. For the cartel, it is a humiliation, a devastating loss of men, money, and reputation. The myth of invincibility shattered in one night. For the United States, it is a message. No matter how powerful the cartel believes it is, no convoy, no army, no fortress is beyond reach. The skies belong to America, and if you cross the line, you will be erased.